Actually gonna like depocket myself real quick. Cause give me 1 second. Actually, I can hear myself a lot right now, and I'm gonna try to make that not a lot right now. Oh, that's what I've been hearing. That mouse is like dying.
Hey, what if you just unplug the mouse and use the trackpad? Meow and a meow. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yo, why am I'm really quiet. Should I just like put it closer to my mouth? I'm so hungry. I could eat Evan, the coach of our Overwatch teams. What? I don't think you can consent on his behalf.
I'm trying to make it so that we don't hear ourselves.
Oh, I like hearing myself. Yeah, that's true. It does screw me up every time I talk because I start hearing myself.
It's something that we can just learn to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the headset on.
Yep. Good now.
Woo!
I will start. Matchup today, Club Overwatch coming in against University of Minnesota Duluth, I believe.
Oh.
I'm excited. It is a much anticipated match. It is the finals for them. This is one of the best showings that we've had in our program's history. I'm really looking forward to seeing how we do today, how tonight's matches go, and just generally like, I'm excited. There are a lot of spectators right now. There's a good number of people who've been tailgating. Like, it's hype.
The hype
The
is
arena is filled, and the people are ready for some Overwatch.
I'm so amazed to see the dedication that everyone for the esports program just showing up here, especially during like finals week, the last week of school. Everyone's really stressed out, and yet everyone is here and showing up for their friends and putting in the full effort, especially for this finals. We don't usually get an opportunity like this to like have everybody here in the arena very often.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just really exciting to see everybody here. And I'm really shout out to everyone who's here and everyone who showed up and all our players and all the people who are helping out on stage and production. It's been just really amazing to be able to put this out, and I'm so happy that we get to stream our final like this.
Yeah. Shout outs to everybody involved, and big ups to this team. This team has come so far, regardless of if they win or not today. It has been an absolutely fantastic showing from them. This has been, I mean, half of this is a brand new roster.
Mm-hmm.
We even have somebody who hasn't even been on a team before, and we have the tank, who was the same as last semester. We have one of the DPS from last semester, and we have one of the supports from last semester. Everyone else is new to this team. This is a team that does not have years of experience playing together. This isn't their grand culmination of, oh, this is years of effort coming together. This is their first semester together. This is their first season together. And this team has already gotten this far. I'm really excited to see the future for some of these players. Some of these people going to be going up to varsity most likely. Some of them going to continue on in clubs. Some of them going to be going here, there, or otherwise.
The amount of effort that's been just put in it's kind of incredible. I like watching a practice. I like seeing how the coaches interact with the players. It's just it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's just their growth has been just tremendous.
Yeah, it's a fantastic like environment. It's a fantastic hype team. A lot of people really excited to see if they can bring it home here in this in this finals match.
It is a really friendly environment. I was surprised because, you know, a lot of, especially shooter games, have a tendency to have high levels of toxicity and a lot of yelling because there's a lot of high anxiety during a lot of these games. But whenever I hear the comms or when I hear the players talking to each other, especially between like varsity to club, club to academy, academy to varsity, it's always really friendly, really upbeat. Everyone wants to play with each other no matter the rank or
Yeah.
skill because people just love the game. And I think that's really what you want going into this. I know that seems very obvious, but it's some people do this because it's just something they're good at and they don't really care. But I learned that it's kind of Overwatch. Sometimes I hate the game, sometimes I love the game, but I think the one thing I've continuously loved is playing with everybody and being able to be in a competitive environment where I'm relying on my team and learning all these strategies. And whether they already know them or they're just learning them for the first time, it's really unique.
Yeah. Really excited just generally with how this team has come together, how it's all sort of fallen into place, and the ecosystem that's really been built out here, because this has been really a resurgence for Overwatch here at Western Michigan. I'm really happy that people have started using the clubhouse and the team chats more. That's something where actually last semester when I joined the Overwatch team, I noticed that was a really weird thing about the Overwatch part of the club, was that nobody really used that. That's something where every day in the League of Legends side, we were always in Clubhouse or in Summoner's Rift VC. We were always chatting with each other. And that didn't really exist on the Overwatch side of things because it was mostly just people kept to their team, sort of had their own friend groups externally to this. And over this past year, I've seen so much more activity in there. I've seen people, regardless of their teams, getting involved with each other, becoming friends with each other, getting out, doing things together. Like, obviously, there are tons of different little friend groups that are emerging from it, tons of, like, people going out and doing things unrelated to Overwatch, and that's just really exciting. And that includes varsity, club, and academy. That's a lot of people who have started getting involved with each other. So I'm honestly really excited, and I'm really happy with how this year's gone. Sure.
Yeah. Hi, we're welcoming. How about he can introduce
see me?
himself?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the coach of the. How do I want to stand here,
You
Jay?
can go over here.
Okay,
Just
I'll
crouch and
slide
sit in the middle.
I'm the coach of the Academy Overwatch team here at Western. Hi, I'm here to help with some of the stuff for the club team here today. We couldn't hear what you guys were saying, but how do you guys think it's going to go today?
I'm really hopeful and really excited. I think they've come really far, and knowing how we play in such a unison as a team, I'm not scared of detaching or losing that rhythm that we've built the entire season.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. They looked good in warm-ups today. Some of the people from the varsity team were helping out, so I'm excited. It's interesting with the new patch that came out the other day, so that'll change a couple things with the characters. Other than that, but yeah, I'll get out of here. I'll leave it back to you and Jay. Thanks for having me for a second.
You're welcome. I'm really happy you got to say something.
There you go, Jay.
Yeah. To add on to what he was saying there, I'm going to place my bet that today is going to be a 3-1 match.
Oh, we're betting now. Last time I talked about betting, I got yelled at for gambling.
No, the gambling happens later when I log on to a Mihoyo game. For now, I'm just, I'm placing my prediction. I'm going to say 3-1 in favor of Western Michigan. Would you like to oppose me on that one, or would you concur?
Actually, I'd like to double down.
You're gonna concur with me on the 3-1 prediction?
Yeah. I'm putting the $5 in my wallet.
Ooh, big.
Big.
Are they all ones by chance?
That was one time. Okay. It was accumulation. Ones over a long period of time. Because I used to only have big bills because I'm a millionaire. This is a lie. In my wallet. Going back to what we were talking about, though, with like the friendships that have been built as a freshman, this first year here at WMU, first time in college. I think esports is one of the only reasons that I think I have friends at this college.
You have friends?
Thanks. This is what I'm talking about. Going into Western, nobody from my school except for like one or two people went to this college because I'm from like not even that far away. It just was not a college of choice for many people in my school. So it was completely isolated and just alone. And I did esports in high school, and frankly, I hated it because I just would get too into the game and nobody else would care. And so when I joined this team, I just really wanted to find people, but I was really scared that I would be daunted by the competitive feel of the game. But I was proven completely wrong. And now I made a lot of friends. Some of them might be my roommates in apartments next year. And now I feel like I have a safe spot to talk to people here on campus. And so I think whether you're watching this from other colleges or whether you're here at WMU yourself, I think joining esports is one of the best ways to make friends, especially via that shared interest of gaming. You don't even have to play the same games. It is just extremely, extremely bonding to have just this shared common interest of liking games. Heck, you can just like sports too. I was surprised as a freshman by how professionally they hold the sports here. I was expecting it to be like my high school where we just it's something that's after school and nobody really cares. It's not promoted at all, but they put an extreme amount of effort into all the things we do here to make it as professional and as fast-paced and competitive as possible. And it's a really great experience that I recommend to everyone at Western to try.
And on the topic of making this whole experience and making this all professional, if you're interested in getting involved, check out the links right here. Check out this one right here, discord.gg/club esports WMU. Join the Discord, and that's how you can get involved in this too. You can become part of our community. It is open to everyone from guests to incoming students to current students to alumni to parents of students to people who are just in the local area and want to get involved in some games. Everyone is welcome here, and best of all, we've got a lot going on. We have constant games going on, constant pings for people looking for more to play games. We have all sorts of stuff where we're just looking to, have fun. And guess what? We also have elections going on right now for next year's e-board. So if you're a current student and you're thinking about, hey, maybe I want to help out with this, there you go. Also, you can volunteer to be part of the production team. This all doesn't happen magically. We need bodies to come here and, help out with everything. So, yeah, if you're interested, just join the community. Nothing's stopping you. Get involved. Get hyped, and you can help build the future of esports. I can say that from my multiple years involved in this program, obviously not everybody watching this will know me, but I was president of this club for a long time. And I also have played on numerous teams. I am one of the old people here. I am old. So I can tell you it is worth your time, and I can also tell you that it's time to get into the game. Let's get
scared.
going here.
My anxiety's peaked, but it's good.
Gaming time.
Gripping my chair,
baby.
white knuckle. Put me in the game, coach. That's all I'm saying.
Let's get into it. Boom. Nope.
Boom. Let's get some.
Can we get 5 big booms while we wait? Boom, 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 boom.
I think we only did 4.
Oh, there we go. There we are. I was about to see if our stream was lagging behind, but there we are. Going to be going on to our first map. Going to be starting lineup today of Monkey, as always, as tank, as well as going to be Jester and ISO starting on DPS, and Player and Shining starting on support for Western Michigan.
Real ones know why we have a player named Player on our
Yep,
team.
real
It's
ones
really
know
sad
the lore
to see,
of
but
Boo8135,
still
the
have him.
GOAT, who is now named Player.
Yep.
All right, going to be rolling out with the classic quintessential Western Michigan comp here. We have, much to everyone's surprise, you'd never believe, we have a guy named Monkey on Winston.
That's
We're getting real
sacrilegious,
crazy here.
actually.
As well as we have the quintessential Jester Tracer pick, the ISO Genji, the Player Lucio, and the Shining Skiriko, and I hear the audience is going crazy out there. I hear them hyped up. Going into the first little bit of a brawl here. Going to be first kill onto player, but traded back by Jester, getting a pick onto the Juno. Monkey deep in there, getting some poke. Shining taking down the Genji. Monkey taking down the Sojo, and only the tank is left standing. That is going to be a team wipe for Western Michigan with first control of the point. Western Michigan just strong start, even after losing one at the very start. They're just keeping their composure, keeping it together, really playing as a team here. That their strength is just this fast comp where they just play as a team, play incredibly fast, and don't leave time for people to react. Ramacho's going to be pushing out. They're going to be taking quite a bit of damage there. Going to be about even with the Winston. The Tracer, though, just absolutely harassing that back line. Lucio running around. Genji also helping with that dive. That's going to be a kill onto the tank and onto the Juno. That should spell a fight victory for Western Michigan. Going to be one more kill. Going to be one in return onto the Tracer, but I believe that Western Michigan should be able to just clean this one up. That's a good pick by the Genji, but the Genji goes down. Only Lucio left standing, and that is a nice wipe for Western past the 50% threshold.
Yeah, we have two really speedy comps here, and I think we're pretty equally matched when it comes to just the source of the speed itself. And so I think it's really important to just whoever can outspeed is whoever wins this game. And so far we are doing a really good job at keeping up and being able to pick off really important players at the
Western
perfect
Michigan
times.
does have 2 ults here as opposed to 0. That is going to be a pretty good advantage, but that's going to be a pick into a boom! Oh! That's going to be a 2-man bomb from Jester. Make it a 4K for him. That is a fantastic play. Going to be taking Western Michigan another win on that fight, and most likely one more contest here. Lucio coming onto the point, trying to get there while trying to stay alive. Going to have to beat just to keep himself up. Everybody's dropping every ultimate now that they can. That's going to be the blade coming out. Going to be trying to take down anyone who dares touch. Going to be a tank left standing, suffering, but what does it matter? His suffering is going to get him a little bit longer of life, but that's not going to be enough, and that's going to be Western Michigan taking the first objective.
Absolutely beautiful play by Jester. I always Tracer God. We see him teaching everyone else Tracer too, because we're just all floored by the absolute skill we see by him in every single game we play.
That was a juicy
That was
bomb.
beautiful.
That was a big 4K. I'm putting my money on that's going to probably be play of the game already here. And Western Michigan going to be swapping up a grand total of 0 picks right now.
It's absolutely flooring me. Now we're on the second point. This one's a little bit... I'm not sure if I'd say this one's harder than the other point that they could have swapped to. I don't know. Do you have a favorite point on Oasis? I can't remember any of their names, but...
Honestly, I think my favorite point on Oasis is the one that they haven't actually played.
Oh, yeah, the third one.
I really enjoy that one just because there are some silly shenanigans that can happen there. Though I do enjoy this one too because I am a Rhine main, and there's something really fun about forcing someone to get hit by a car. That would sound horrible if I wasn't in the Overwatch context here.
In
Overwatch, in-game, in-game. That's going to be the first kill of the fight. Oh, just barely going to survive. That's going to be Monkey going down. Just everybody shooting him all at once. That's going to be 2 kills, traded back and forth, each team getting 1. That's going to be an even board now. Western Michigan, no tank, but still holding on. Their comp is so fast. Going to be a fantastic pickup from ISO. Going to mean that there are only 2 left alive on the point. Western Michigan all getting back so quickly. That's going to be another kill. Jester beating them down. And that is going to be...
Get this kill, that would be an intense stagger from the other team.
Oh, barely living.
Barely.
Oh, he's dead! Jester got him!
Jester!
And that is first control of the point going over to Western Michigan as well.
I'm sweating through my clothes in the absolute excitement that's happening in front of me right now. I was immediately seeing that high ground control, which is the most pivotal thing to get in the beginning of this map, but then the second, was a little bit worried with the 2 couple picks that they got on us, but then the second we took out both their supports really fast, it was an instant turnaround, and we staggered that Ramacho extremely
And
hard.
that's the fantastic thing about this comp. Western's comp doesn't lose a fight the second their tank dies. So many comps just lose with no tank, but this comp barely cares, and that's going to be a pickup on one of the supports for the Broncos. Make it both supports dead. Bulldogs going to be pushed against the wall here. Backs in the corner. Everybody going down one by one. That's going to be 4 more kills picked up. Only Ramatra left alive.
Watching this Tracer gameplay makes me want to get out of this casting and immediately start picking up Tracer right now. I don't know what I'm doing here. I need to start becoming a Tracer 1 trait.
Watching a great Tracer player pilot that character, because it makes her look so strong, and then you pick it in like a gold platinum lobby and you just miss every pulse bomb. Don't ask how I know.
Ooh, it's okay, it's okay.
Ooh, this is going to be a big blade. That's going to be going straight through the hearts of the Bulldogs. It's going to be Jester going down. Going to be just barely holding on to life. The Lucio going to be living at just the tiniest tiddlywink of HP, and that's going to be the Lucio eventually going down. Going to be 75%, 76 before it gets converted over. Bulldogs first control of the point this series.
I think it's okay that we lost that point. I think it's not that. It took too much time for them to get it.
Yeah, it's 76.
So
this is basically
we have
one
a
fight
big ult
territory.
advantage, I believe, right now.
This is basically one fight territory for Western Michigan, where they only need one more fight worth of control on it, and they have 2 ults. They're coming up on a 3rd, as opposed to pretty good ult economy. Going to be spending 1 and instantly dead. That rally is just going to do nothing for the Bulldogs. That's going to be an advantage for Western. That's going to be 2 kills picked up by ISO on the Genji. Can we get a 3rd? That's going to make it another one. That's going to be big. And that is going to be the point back in favor of Western Michigan. That is going to be a nice team kill for ISO on the Genji. And that is going to be Bulldogs needing to contest this ASAP. 88, 89, 90% for Western Michigan. They need a touch, and they need it now. Jester behind them. He almost has ult. Ooh.
A little too overambitious there, but that's honestly perfect level of
Bulldogs
ambition when it
being
comes to Jester.
forced onto the point here in this overtime. They are forced to be touching regardless of if it puts them in line of sight of danger. Trying to bounce around the best they can. Nobody dead just yet. Monkey getting pretty low. Primal coming to an end. Western Michigan still controlling the point, though. That's going to be the kill. Picked up by Jester. That's going to be 1. That's going to be putting it into Western Michigan's favor. Going to make it 2 kills. Going to make it 3 here. Just a moment. Boom. Make it 3. Make it... Come on. 4. And make it a 5th. And that is going to be the 2nd point in favor of Western Michigan. And that is going to be map 1. Going over to Western Michigan University. The Broncos bringing a strong start to this series. And the play of the game going to Jester with the amazing Tracer play. This is going to be a huge bomb. Let's watch this back one more time. Get one kill right into the whole team. Boom! And, of course, you know, just an extra Juno. Just to add on a little bit extra there. Fantastic showing in the first map there. A fantastic, just bravo to the Broncos. That was a fantastic first game. I'm at a bit of a loss for words. That was so exciting. You know, I did see a prediction in the chat that it was going to be a quick 3-0 wipe. You know what? I agree with you now.
I'm not going to lose money. I might be switching my bet.
That will, however, be it for just a moment. We're going to go to a brief break, and then we will be back with map number 2.
See you.
Dude. Welcome back.
Oh my gosh. So something changed just a little bit here. Now we're here. So I'm Captain Daddy Aaron. I've been around forever.
Yeah, I'm Jay Money. Jacob. I've also been around forever.
And we're here now. A lot of blue portal shit just happening. I'm getting dropped in the middle of everything. I'm here to cast an Overwatch game.
Yeah.
And we just saw map 1. Western completely rolling, dominating on Oasis, coming out 1-0 against A School. They're playing A School.
UMD, I believe.
UMD. Sorry, I didn't know that. I'm here for the Celebcast. I was just making pizzas outside. We were tailgating at the arena, and I had my hands about 3 feet deep into the pizza oven.
Yep.
So here I am now, starting off on Numbani.
Yeah, we're in. I know this map since the last time I've played it. There has been some changes to it. They've added a staircase or two in, I believe. I don't really know what's played these days. I'm assuming probably like Monkey, Ramatra. I don't know much about this team. I just know Jester, my GOAT, Olivia's mentee, goated Tracer, goated Sojourn, rolling out on the Monkey comp here.
Always got to assume that they roll out on the dive comp here.
Yeah. So
especially just any time on Numbani, it's like you either dive or if you're playing 6v6, you get to bunker and have a good time.
Yep.
But sadly, no, we're playing real Overwatch 2 today.
No 6v6.
No 6v6, but we do, however, have Oscar wall riding everywhere. They're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
That's Lucio.
Booby's the GOAT, man.
Actually, that's not their name.
Actually, it's player now.
It's player now, so real ones know and real ones remember. As the countdown comes here, UMD running out on a similar dive here, but opting for the Juno Brig on the support line rather than a Kiriko Lucio.
Yeah, I think they get a similar amount of speed from the Juno here, but the Brig just provides a different kind of AoE heals and makes it just deflects the dive a little bit better here, in theory.
As here, UMD opting for the kind of back sweep around coast to try to take that other high ground and diving in. However, Monkey now countering in, getting that hard zone off on the Monkey and the Genji from UMD. As here, Jester obviously getting a cross angle in, just nice poke down. He gets low, however, uses his slide, but stays on the low ground. He's still up there for just a second before he falls to the Monkey, as does Genji. Both DPS down. Oh, staying alive.
Huge
the one kill
pick.
with Kiri.
Yeah.
And you don't think Suzu stay alive? Oh, the TP out. So only losing the Lucio there at the end. Not having enough resources, however, to come back here and touch.
Yeah, I mean, it gives them this close hold here. It just kind of looked like they're like WMU seemed comfortable for a second, and just out of nowhere, everything just crumpled down. It seemed like they didn't really know where to position there. But going into this next point, it's way easier to hold this corner, especially against a team like this. There's really only one spot that this dive is going to come from here.
Right, and I mean, it makes it easy, at least on WMU, to be able to position in those spots, to just be able to completely counteract things as they start. So as we get the fight rolling at the start here, pushing around the corner, speed rain comes out from Juno as the Monkey is kind of taking an off angle on the left. Genji will follow. Jester here sliding into the Brig.
Yeah,
that was dangerous. Missed the mini on the way back. Could not.
Unfortunately, Menti there kind of seems like he is a little too Tracer build at the moment.
We really do have to talk to Limousine, a.k.a. Sister Ramen, a.k.a. Olivia, try to kind of hammer that out, make sure that the mentee doesn't, feel too bad about that.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? It's fine. They still have another fight here. They didn't feed Streets too hard.
And they got some ultimates coming up here. We got the Sojourn ult here as well as the Monkey ult coming up very soon with the Kitsune Rush on the side of UMD. However, they already got the rally there, so getting that out I think is going to be a good start here. As blue beams coming out from Jester. They got the one pick on the Genji. That's massive as rally will come out from the Brig side. And just kind of poking up into this fight, kind of slow pushing. The Monkey is caught out behind, will use his bubble there and jump backwards, but he does primal out as... Oh my goodness. 3 kills there from the Monkey, popping primal, the jump onto the Kiriko, and then followed out by the 2 primal smacks.
Yeah, Monkey just trying
to
keep
Monkey
it alive
Monkey
for
going primal.
second longer.
I think just survivability was the name of that primal, so...
Yeah.
toss that out the window. We've got blue for the next fight. We can beat out probably for the blade that may or may not come out here on UMD's side. Coming up next fight.
Yeah, I mean, like, this point is a lot easier to hold as well. The third point, Numbani is just hellish to push through as a pick comes through.
Oh, the blue gets popped from Jester as he's spraying through. Come on, Mentee, you can do it.
He's looking for more.
I gotta start channeling my zoomer. Skibbity type shit. Find chopped huzz. You can do it. Type. You can do it. Channel my below the age of 20 really quick.
Yep.
Type. Now here, posturing up. They have the blade, both sides. We're gonna see a funny BM duel.
Yeah, I mean, WMU also has this beat here as well. If they're able to time it right, they'll be able to just completely out-posture UMD with the blade.
Jump goes in, zone out, and there it is. Mid-fight here, the blade comes out from Bertram. Getting one. Yup, just the one, but we got the other as blade comes out from the back, and that Genji will end up just finding two. One off the blade, one after. Monkey will find the Juno at the end there. People falling, but Monkey holding on strong. Monkey, a castle of a man, will get it done.
Man with the wife beater on downstairs, might I add. Wearing the baseball jersey. If they're still in the Club Esports shop, should pick one up. They're actually really cool.
100%. All of the Club Esports merch is really cool, even the ones that aren't sold anymore, like my jersey that I'm currently wearing. Took me 3 years to get that jersey.
3 years.
Speedring coming out for the Juno. Blue is popped prematurely from UMD side on the Sojourn, and they will fall off the monkey jump. However, down a support and their own Sojourn, so kind of falling behind really quickly here is Western. That Brig getting one will have Monkey jump on top. Brig going down. Supports dueling out here still, as now no supports on either side, I believe.
Monkey just putting him through the blender there, holding the point as much as he can, as UMD's still getting progress, but I mean, like, there's not much they can really do to engage without their supports up.
No, very true, but they do now have support alts coming up, especially out of that Brig, so it's going to be a probably rush versus rally here as we move into this next fight. Posturing, waiting for the jump in. Monkey jumps in pretty late without people behind them as the rally comes out. We see Rush come out from Western side as well, down the straight middle stripe as Shining working their hardest.
Oh. These fights are so even.
Yeah, it's tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat on every one here. As now Monkey going back, will he survive?
Oh,
no, he was so close. Jester here for the late poke. They will not be able to touch that point, I don't believe. No.
Fortunately, just a little too late there. Jester just now gets his ult as the round ends.
And with just a little over 2 minutes left here with 3 cap, is UMD coming up pretty easily.
Chopped Huzz in the chat.
Chopped Huzz in the chat. It was from my Zoomer speak.
Okay.
They're responding to me. I can speak to them.
Type.
I speak their language. Chopped Huzz, find shite, type.
All right, going into this round here. Oh,
woo, the crowd!
The crowd, yeah! Look at everyone down there.
Look at everyone.
Is that Olivia holding the Rip Boobies sign? That's sick.
R.I.P. Boobies indeed. It was 8008135. Thank you.
R.I.P. Now just player.
More like prayer, because that's what UMD is going to have to start turning to if they want to win this game.
True. Wow, that was all on the mic. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, right? That was a bar. That was type fine shite chopped Huzz, if I've ever seen that.
On God.
On God, dead ass type.
Western here has a lot of ground to make up.
Yeah, I think they pull it through here. We're seeing like basically the same mirror of comps.
Yeah.
We got the Juno Brig, which I mean honestly what that does is that just makes your walking efficiency very well and kind of counters the dive super hard with the speed ring and with the whip shot. So we'll see how Western actually responds in isolating targets to be able to get away from that. as they're splitting almost here. Jester taking that long angle through the inside as everyone else posturing up on top here, waiting for a jump.
Western's kind of half engaging here.
So
even DPS for DPS.
Yep, even on the DPS, however, Brig will fall here as they will also get the monkey there. So unit going in like a unit here. Booby's player going crazy. As Western capping this pretty easily. They walk straight through.
Yeah.
They get a couple of ticks on the out. We got to charge up the Tesla again. Yes,
There we go.
Yeah, he gets her.
His name is Monkey for a reason.
He is. He's literally him.
He is literally Winston. We need to get that guy a gold chain downstairs right now.
Yeah.
If anyone in the crowd has a gold chain on them, go
Get
give
it.
it. Go give
Go-
it to Brayden
Go
right now.
run it up on the stage. We'll tell them we won't. They won't yell at you if you climb up on the stage and jump back down. It's fine. Just go gold chain now.
He needs it.
Drop it right on his monitor.
He needs the ice.
It'll buff him. As now Western pushing in, they will use that Kitsune rush to push down the alley. Jester looking like a little bit of trouble. Doesn't matter because Monkey's there to finish off the Brig. They're playing in this now, just the one alt drop, and I believe that's all that happened in that fight was the one alt drop from one side.
Yeah.
Wow, what a good way to buy space. Especially on this corner, this annoying corner. They just popped that one Kitsune, and with such efficacy, it's able to just they're able to just walk it straight forward like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, kind of going over what's going on in the game here. Like, the Brig is just kind of walking him down, or attempting to anyways, which has worked at times when the rally's available, but, I mean, if she goes in right here, she's cooked.
And they will, it looks like, use that as they'll just kind of push everyone forward here, leaving the Sojourn all the way back without slide. One pack is not enough for the Wrath of Bertram, as they will jump back down on the point here. Monkey sitting on rally. Does not matter. The Juno is slapped out of the sky like a mosquito. And Bertram here just, like, flexing.
Yeah. Just
If he was wearing a tight shirt, it would have ripped by now. Good lord.
Oh, my. Still keeping that blade available, too. I was certain he was going to use it in that fight, but
The dash resets are crazy for Genji, and that's what we're seeing is prime effective use of that is just jumping onto people and then being able to jump right off of them because, hey, I just killed them with that.
yeah.
Looking and making sure that they have that amount of HP to be able to do that. As now the battle for high ground begins between the monkeys with Monkey v Monkey.
And Genji v Genji over on the
And
side here.
Genji v Genji on the coast. And now Bertram here. Oh my gosh! 1v1
Smoked him.
deadlifted as Jester with the headshot onto the Tracer. So now down both of their DPSs, UMD. Western here with a prime objective here to charge forward. Prime directive.
Yeah, got a blade to get a little extra space, push them back into spawn, but the monkey's still on cart.
As yeah, just basically trying to hold time as now the blue will be popped by Jester into the primal. Just kind of make yourself a target, isolate yourself out for the monkey, as well as be able to just get off some damage. Now Monkey will also pop his, find the Brig. Bertram will get diffed for the first time on that Genji that we've seen, but now the Genji also falls as Jester. Monkey also picking up the Juno, so now up here is Western, shining with the kill on the carry. They are just walking down. They get the rallying Brig off as unit will fall, but does not matter because Western's still holding. Still able to just get the one out of the Jester. Jester able to get the one out of the Tracer. Ooh. Oh no, the deflect. Into the blade. No. So Western there falling after pushing nearly to the end.
But look, Aaron, look at how many alts and the swaps that UMD had to make there in order to just have a chance at holding that. As Western coming up on a beat here, and surely these DPS alts are going to just charge so fast as we've already seen so far at this point.
Actually, Jester looks like he has a blue every time I look up at his character portrait. Now
Yeah.
pushing forward, jumping into the jump as the Pulse Bomb will go off. Will not find anything from UMD's side, so a complete waste. But 2 down now for Western side as Monkey will find the Brig. Even on the support game, ooh, but Monkey will get launched into oblivion. And yeah, Western here scrambling to get back. That wasn't not a bad fight. Western here only really committing that beat to the Pulse Bomb, but managing to get out is that Kiriko shining. I heard a lot of cheering from downstairs. I realized that's what we were cheering about. I was really confused for a second. I thought a kill happened that I didn't see and
Yeah,
I
it's
missed
like-
it.
I was like, what's going on? But yeah, no, it's just All right. The Grand Escape as we have the Kiriko rush quickly approaching here. Same with that monkey ult. They will be able to like quickly be able to take space with that. Going here, Jester swapped over to the Tracer,
yeah.
poking out on the side here.
It's time to dip.
Tracer
snuck in. Yeah,
Oh,
the Tracer
Forced-
kind of snuck in there behind him. He didn't see it for just a second.
Forced out the recall there as the DPS line is just pushing through the sideway.
Big here. It gives Western more of an opportunity to push on the front line, which is exactly what Monkey does as Bertram follows him along. They kill two. Jester holding in their spawn. That's a bit of BM onto the Brig, don't we think? As now two will fall, the Genji and the Brig, just the Monkey left on the point here. Primaling, that's an ult battery to everyone who's still there. As now Tracer will find her way back, as well as the Juno flying out. However, ults here on Western's side, in Western's favor, with 3 of them able to just use on the point to clear off, and that's exactly what Bertram's going to do against this Brig. He's going to try the jump out. It doesn't work. He follows her out. She's still alive. She lived through 2 blade slashes. Doesn't matter, as now a bomb will come out from Jester, and the stall here from UMD going absolutely insane. Juno ult will come out. The recall from the Tracer finally burned out on the middle of point. Surely they take her
There
out.
we go.
And finally the capture from Western with only just about 35 seconds less.
Yeah.
36 seconds less.
Ow.
Not too shabby.
No, Western here really keeping it alive. UMD as well. I mean, that hold is insane. Western got on that 3rd point with like 4 or 5 minutes on the clock. I mean, really impressive from both sides here as we're going into the 3rd round of Numbani.
This is what, see, the team knew that we were getting a map up in the booth.
Yeah.
So they are purposefully letting this go out longer. They were sandbagging that first round and sandbagging that entire stall. But it's okay, guys. You can win now. I've had my casting fill. I want to go back and hang out with my friends now and eat more pizza.
Yeah, I want to go down and scream and lose my voice even more than I already have.
Real. Well, that's your opportunity up here. Scream really loud up here. You're just going to blow out my eardrums. It's fine.
I
haven't been doing that right.
I thought about it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll take the headset off at the very end and give a howl, but
We might have to. We might have to do the final hurrah howl. And that's what this really is. It is a final hurrah because you're leaving Kalamazoo basically after this. I'm stepping away almost entirely from esports, and we got this great group of guys down here playing on that club stage for the finals as they roll out now. Genji Tracer dive with the Kiri. Matched again. Same exact support line from UMD's side.
yeah, they really like this Brig Juno here. It's Western Monkey's just poking here. I don't know how well that does with the Tesla cannon, but you know, it's something.
And Jester here now forcing onto the point from bottom, just forcing anybody to look down there, kind of take their attention away so that Monkey can get an effective dive off as they will try to down on the low ground, jump down. They will get that Juno as they will push up the stairs around the high ground. So down 1 is UMD. They're kind of scrambling here as Western struggling to figure out a target to focus, I think. As now, Jester will fall. However, they will take down the Brig and the Monkey. And yeah, Western wins this fight off rip. Only took the 1 death down.
Yeah, so that new staircase, I'm sorry, this is my first time really actually seeing the map. That new staircase is so interesting. It opens up so many new opportunities for the defense to reposture. We kind of saw it there. How does Western push into that? They just kind of have to sit there and wait.
Yeah, along with that, it kind of gives you a better opportunity to get in and through with, depending on defensive positioning, less angles to take fire from before they get there.
Bronco Country, let's ride.
Bronco Country, let's ride here as on the push. Starting off, no swaps to either team. Overtime for Western on the push. Jester poking from the off angle here. We will see the Kitsune rush from Western side. They will find the 1 on the Brig. Playing out, we get the primal out from the Monkey. It will find the Kiriko. However, Bertram here dueling out the Juno. Will be able to find a kill in the Kitsune rush. However, got to touch the point. They're on the point. Monkey, last one on the point for UMD, will fall. 1 more on the point there. That is a Genji and a Tracer. 2 more as Bertram finding both of those kills with the dash.
Picking
Oh
up
my
all
gosh.
up there.
Good Lord.
I mean, what Jester and Bertram there just demolish UMD's backline, just taking up as much space as they possibly can. Smokey just kind of sat there, just did his thing.
You hear of the term DPS deadlift, and that's really what we're seeing is what's been happening here. Bertram being able to just get in behind him, as we're seeing now with the blade. Oh, but they C9 the cart. Oh,
no.
Hey, they got an effective push off of it, and they need to defend up to that for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Say it's pretty in the bag. Very, very close on the distance to being nice, but
very close. Western here just needs to. Yeah, I mean, like, we saw there, UMD was able to hold for about 1.5 minutes. I'm sure Western could easily do something similar, if not better here, allowing for them to just use up as much of that time bank as possible. UMD's going to have to really try their hardest not to stagger here, which has been hard with Bertram and Jester in the back line.
Doing their thing as we hear the Let's Go Western chant starting from the stage side as the defense starts up, and like Jester and Bertram are both hearing that. They're ready for the posture. They know that they've got it in the bag here.
Bronco country, baby.
Bronco country, let's ride!
Let's ride! So yeah, Western here opting to stay on the Tracer. Yeah, I guess both sides kind of realize at the same time the Sojourn just doesn't really work into this kind of mirror dive thing.
Because it is like, at heart, like, oh, the Sojourn, I have a slide away from the monkey. But yeah, there's also a Tracer and a Genji. Are you going to save your cooldown for the perfect time and execute it perfectly to escape both of them at the same time every time? No, I'd rather just stick with blanks.
Yeah, ZMD here wrapping around the backside as Bertram's keeping this Tracer in check, not allowing her to go over. As Jester's just kind of, he loves these duels. WMU loves taking these 1v1s.
And it really is just Jester, the protege at this point. As wrapping around is WMD.
WMD.
Yeah, no, UMD, as they will find the one on the brig here in the fight. It's kind of stagnating in that fight. They didn't really pick a dive out. They just kind of went in the room and stood there. As, ooh, Shining will be the casualty out of that fight, as Jester falling low too will manage to recall most of his health back and fight back the Genji on the point. Just the monkey and supports remaining now, as Tracer will find their way back to the fight for UMD. And
that is a huge stagger for Western there. Getting rid of that monkey just buys them so much more time, like an extra 20 seconds here, bringing it down to almost like damn near like a one fight game like map here.
And that's really what we've come down to is now we're one fight away here from map win for Western. Not a lot of ults in the bag for Western themselves or for UMD for that matter. However, built up on this fight here, at least we'll get the pulse bomb from Jester.
And the beat from Boobies. Don't get it twisted.
As pulse bomb here online. Matt, Jester finding a time for it. However, not the best time, as the beat will come out. Monkey will jump up, try to find the Genji, and they will find one as Shining will fall. So even here for Western, as the fight is proceeding up on the high ground here. Finding. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, Western just keeping the support so distracted there.
Oh, as Boobies will fall there inside. And jumping up to the high ground, Monkey will fall back down, finding a perfect time to prop Primal. As smacking down, trying to isolate the Brigade out of the fight. They will find the one as supports fall for Western side. So now down here, not out, however, is Monkey. Last stand on the point. He will run away for the time being. However, finding the Tracer out as Jester returns. Oh, Monkey managing to survive just for the half second there. Boobies, however, will fall on the way back as Shining able to heal up. So this is now officially one fight territory for Western. Now the Kitsune Rush coming up here. Blade very close for Western side. It will be here this fight. Got dueling blades, a Primal, and Juno for UMD's side. Kitsune Rush, however, well placed as we saw Val do it at least a couple times here. This map should be able to determine the end of the fight, end of the game.
Yeah, Western just kind of needs to hold them on this corner.
There we go. The Kitsune Rush comes out right into the speed ring. Bertram already falling low. Will fall before kills because of the Juno ult there doing damage. Oh, Western getting TK. Now, they did get that out very quick.
Yeah.
Maybe having an opportunity from Oscar here, unit, Boobies player, to be able to get back to the point, get the TP in from the Kiriko, be able to stall here as Genji and Monkey both playing high and far up here.
It's going to be so
Monkey
close.
will be able to touch the point. Monkey is on the point here. They will, however, lose map before the fight starts. So Bertram here looking for the pick out of the Genji will not be able to find it. Deflect into deflect, and they
another
C9
C9
off of the cart.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, C9 out of Western. I don't know.
Becomes tough, but this was definitely a play of the game here. This is a massive Juno ult right onto the cart here. Yup. Responsible for the 2 of the kills.
Yeah, getting the Juno all out, and then the lock thing, whatever that is, just healing up and killing everyone, it seems.
All right, and we saw that, like, perfect Kitsune rush down onto the point into the speed ring.
Yeah.
It still just was not nearly enough for that. They just got absolutely demolished by that Juno ult, and that's really a problem with that corner, with the map itself, is anything AoE on that corner is scary if you have to defend it up to the brim.
Right, yeah.
It's just a corner.
Yeah, honestly, you know, I've heard the coaches talk about it a little bit, maybe slightly early on the beat there from Western. But, hey, honestly, a great showing. They took them to round 4 there. Made UMD really work for it. So we'll see going into this next map here if WMU can bring it back.
Yeah.
As I believe we're going to go back to a break, as we were just kind of guests here. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if other casters are coming to replace us or not.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming we'll be right back.
Hey guys.
Hello there.
Hello, everyone. We are back with a new lineup of casters once again. We've got the beautiful face of a varsity super carry, Jay Diesel, joining us here. Not
Jay,
quite.
yeah. Not quite.
Yeah,
It's
not quite.
close.
We messed it up. We
We
got it
can
the wrong order.
switch.
Yep.
You want to switch spots?
Jay here, Jay there, Gay there. We're all good. So we're going to be getting right into the game.
Being outed on
Sending
stream
it
is one.
into map number 3.
Do we know what map number 3 is?
No.
It's a mystery map.
Mystery map.
We're playing 20 questions to figure it out.
Yeah. I thought we
Feeling
were ready to toss over. Looks like we're going to be tossed over in just a second, but I am still staying strong on my prediction of Western Michigan 3-1.
I'm feeling Volksky Industries.
Bronco Country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Siravasa.
Vasa.
I
Excited
have
to see
seen
how
Western
this one
Michigan win
plays
this one
out.
enough times. I believe in the gamers today. we got Player and Raider in for supports. We've got ISO and Jester in for DPS. And we got Monkey, as always, holding it down in the tank position.
Before this match starts, I just want to say the crowd here tonight is loud out there.
They've
It's
been going
beautiful to see
crazy.
everyone going crazy down there. You can hear them
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
shout out
we
to
hear
you
ya.
I was
guys.
just down there last game. They were so loud. It was a lot of fun being down there. Nice to see the community, getting together for this club game. Hope to see a bunch of these guys come our varsity games next season. Looking to get a few in-person ones. So feel free to join the streams, join in person if available. Looks like we're getting a pause here, and we're getting peeked in on by a club player himself.
Yeah.
I think that's cheating.
Yeah.
You can't. You have to stay up here. You have to stay up. Or it's policy. You have to stay up here until after now. You can't go down there into their call. Because I have to see their comments.
Yeah.
You see this. So now you have to stay here and you have to talk to me so they know you're not leaving.
Well, well, well. Welcome into the trap.
Wow.
That was embarrassing. Good thing you guys can't hear him. This dude is something
I don't
else.
want you next to
You can't
me.
see him, honestly. You can see his scalp.
Yeah,
I'll throw him under
unfortunately,
the
Yeah.
bus.
Toss it back to us for a
I'll throw
second.
him under the bus. I'll say.
Toss it back to us for a second.
Toss it back to us.
Unfortunately, oh, he's tossing it back.
can't see it.
Unfortunately, though, I'm gonna
Good
need
thing
you
I
to
was
get
off
down
cam.
into the frame here. Ooh,
I don't.
Ooh.
Bald Tram,
It'll
bring
come
it.
back, it'll
Yep,
come back.
Bald Tram, bringing it up,
Oh
and
yeah,
we are going back
Broncos
into the
country,
game.
baby. Woo! It looks
Yeah,
like we're going
Overwatch
back
just
in
kinda
game. I
has
hear a
that thing.
celebration.
To, what
I
is
hear a
it?
celebration.
Free
Possibly.
early onset balding.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
What is it like? 7 in 10 men or something like that is the statistic.
All right, and now we are finally
sound
getting
right.
on to Saravasa here, getting into
Okay, go,
the
go, go.
map.
They haven't picked their characters. Go, 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 go.
Get out of here.
Get
Leave.
out.
Get out of here.
All right, and he is
Shoot.
officially out of the booth.
My eyes can finally see.
Yeah, thank God that
no
bald
more
guy's gone.
bald. Bald.
Yeah, the reflection was just
Actually,
really,
it was
really
legitimately
hard.
like I was getting ER ulted when I looked at his skull.
Yeah, you were looking into the sun
Yeah,
right there. No doubt
unfortunate.
about that.
Face to sunrise, you know?
Here
Yeah.
to see YY pop off on the Genji. Got my Menti there in Jester on the Soj. Seeing Monkey on Ram. Curious how they roll out on this first point. I know Varsity likes to go that left side. That unpopular coast side is what we call it. It kind of looks like the club team is doing the same.
I'm looking at this right here. I thought for a minute we were about to get Monkey Doomfist, and my mouth would be agape. I would be quite surprised.
And
No,
I was
that's more
completely
Academy's
wrong.
thing.
Club is going the correct way. The way most people go. Starting off fighting close here. They're fighting into a monkey count, so we'll see how this Ram gets his value here walking down their brig. Getting a little cut off here. Forced to use Suzu early.
Ooh,
Big
that's
kill.
a huge pick by Jester.
Huge kill
That's
onto
gonna be
both
two instant
DPS.
kills.
DPS gap showing through right there. Nice easy cap. UMD doesn't even really have much of a response there. And Brig left
Oh
out.
no!
Not enough to capitalize on though. We don't want to overextend there.
But that's enough to push him back. Burn a couple cooldowns. and
That's enough to push
a
them
little bit
back.
more
Have to
percent.
wait for that bubble to come back before they even get a dive going. Free 35% off of just 2 kills is great to see. Good ult charge coming in from Jester here, already almost at 50% off of one fight. Some good spacing too, sitting on that high ground, forcing that monkey leap before getting low or anything. They are after Jester. They know their target. We are going to have to care that a little. We might see Jester swap onto the Tracer here after that play. Rig 1. Oh, taking down Raider there on the Kiriko. We're not really looking the same thing here. We got 80%, which is really good value. Looking just to hold on to this last few percent. We do see the Jester swap to Tracer, and that is a point flip for the side of UMD.
yeah, that's going to be pretty comfortable for Western Michigan, even though they're going to be losing control of the point right here. They have it is one fight, all they need, and they'll be taking this one. So they're completely comfortable to just regroup. Nobody really playing at ult threshold just yet. Closest one being the Tracer for UMD, and that's still a good 13% away. So that's going to come up in the middle of this fight, presuming they do not die quickly.
a recall out of Tracer. We're already down our Kiriko again.
Winston also.
Genji down to 1 HP. Taking out the other
that's a big
Genji.
pick. That's going to be a
Traded
trade
out
of
by the
Genjis.
Tracer Ram. Traded out with no Kiriko to sustain. And Jester's forced to run.
Looking at some pretty big ults here on the table. A lot of people ready to rip.
Going to be the last fight here on this first point. We'll have to have a touch out of one of the DPS, maybe the Lucio. Ram's going to be a little late to the fight here. We have the Ram ult coming out into their 3 ults, possibly 5 by the end of this. If we can get a touch, maybe force an ult or 2 out like that Brig ult there, it'll be really good value going into the next one. We're already down. We're even. We popped the Ram.
That pulse just got
Gotta play
nobody.
in this Kitsune here. Very good kill onto the Tracer. Down 3. Who are we looking next? Genji, 1 HP, no dash. Destroyed.
Nice.
Great take by the side of Western. And they were on the point and capped it that whole time, meaning the UMD had no touch. That was a beautiful
And they have
execution.
3 ults still.
Beautiful execution, forcing out that pulse bomb, forcing out that Brig ult, and still winning the point.
Yeah, a lot of time was wasted by the other team to try and get the point in the first place, and so we had built up a lot of charge already, so all we had to do was win a singular fight to get us back into the game.
Beautiful to see. Nice little force in the recall there from the side of YY. Wee Wee himself.
I've heard that he
Good.
likes being called that.
I heard that's
I heard that it's actually
I
his
heard
favorite
that's
nickname.
literally his name.
Yeah,
Like there's no other
that's
name.
the government right there.
That's the first, middle, and last. If you were curious, I can't wait for him to watch VOD.
That
Juno
Juno
1
getting real
HP,
low.
just edging alive there. Blade not enough, just enough at the end. Good dash, stay alive. 2 for 2 though. We're still 3v3 here. Forcing that Monkey ult, still alive here on Raider, taken down. Not before Tracer's taken down and Monkey's taken down. Just the Blade. I think Jester wins this. DPS.
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 Heard it from the crowd there. Both supports back is going to make this one a rough one for Jester.
He's
YY
chilling.
taken down. No recall. Unfortunately, not enough to flip. About quarter, less than a tenth of a second there, honestly, to get that cap. It's just unfortunate that Brig was able to come back in time and pack the blading, deflecting Genji. There was some good ults to force out there. They have Tracer up again and active. They're sitting on the Juno ult while we're sitting on the beat. We'll probably look to match that. That's a really good thing onto the Monkey. They're going to force a Juno ult here to keep him up. We're going to counter with the
Still
beat.
gonna go
Able
down.
to take down the Monkey still. Brig low on point, running her down. Beautiful stuff. We just stabilize here, sweep the last 3 players, and we flip the point beautifully here. Stagger that Juno. She gets out, but
Tracer's still in.
You're good.
And that's
a
Tracer going to go
nice
down.
little stagger onto the Tracer.
I'm just utterly silent right now because I'm so invested in watching the game. Like, I'm on the edge of my seat, sweating out of every pore.
It's looking like it's going to be a 1 ult fight here for both teams. Going to be the Ramatra ult here ready for Western Michigan. The Bulldogs going to be setting on a Brigida ult here just in a moment.
I
just
think
about
we'll
up
have
there
the
it is.
kit by the time the important bit of the fight goes out, which will be nice to see as long as we take
Oh, the
a
pulse
little bit
bomb's
more
also
poke.
coming by Jester. That's
a little bit
real
more
close.
poke here will be nice. That
Oh,
Tracer
that's a
just
pick
taken
on
down
the
by
Tracer.
Jester. DPS gap, as I've heard all night from the crowd. Missed that pulse on the ground. The ground was asking for it. I don't blame you one bit, Jester. Still forcing out that Brig. Monkey low. Careful on the Ram. Popping ult to keep up. Shielding, getting healed by the now in kit. Play in kit. A beautiful little wrap up here. This is the last fight for this point. Beautiful kill on both supports. Just Monkey left. No ult. Monkey dead. Just DPS. DPS gap. And one more for Jester. One more. Give it to me. Genji gets out, unfortunately. But it was enough to
Oh, we're
secure
still
the point.
chasing.
wants
We're
him.
still going.
He's the hunter.
But I would like to specify, as Western Michigan takes that second flashpoint on the map, I would like to point out, I know that you might not necessarily, you know, you might not be on Jester's level. You might not know everything that goes through this mastermind's head. But up in the higher ranks, we like to call that a zoning ult. He was taking space with that pulse bomb.
That pulse bomb forced Brig away from Juno. Scared to, you know,
Forcing her out of position.
forcing her out of position. It did damage to her shield,
Yeah.
allowing her to get cleaned up by the Ramatra.
Bulldogs are playing checkers right now, but WMU is playing chess.
the savant of Tracer would know.
Nice little blade on the Sama 1 HP. Genji sitting there on coast, just juggling himself at the edge. Dash off map to get that kill secured. This fight is still losable. They popped the monkey ult. Just the Lucio and the Genji here. It's going to be a tough one for them to swing. The point isn't capped yet, though.
Yeah, this point is not going anywhere fast. I say that as UMD is going to be capturing the point here for the first.
And sometimes that happens. Looking for another big pulse bomb out of Jester himself.
Western Michigan on the verge of having quite a few ultimates here.
Beauty of his Tracer. I mean, I'm top 500 multiple roles, multiple seasons, and his Tracer's just so fun to watch. He really does got it down to a science. Good
Man,
survive into the kit. Juno there taking out 2. Pulse bomb hits onto Brig. As I said, beautiful pulse bomb. Forced to pop the Rom ult there. Clean up the last one. Clean up the last 2. And that secures the point with a good amount of percentage for UMD. However, it isn't a one-fight territory. And you know Western's going to fight.
Yeah, Western Michigan currently sitting at 1 full ult. Pretty close to having 2 more. Almost with that Kitsune, almost with that Blade. UMD sitting on 2 ults. Halfway there to the Winston ult. So this fight could really go either way. If UMD wants to win it, they have to win it real fast. But the problem there is that they have to kill Lucio before he can beat if they want to win this fight. It's going to be
Forced out the Brig ult there early, too.
There goes the beat.
Forced out the Blade for the beat. That's really good value. That Juno looking 1 HP. Beautiful kill onto the Juno. It is even. No backline. ISO down. We have enough percent here, even when they flip, that it will be a one-fight territory for us. We have time to get back, win the one fight, and call it a 3-0 on Saravasa. We're looking good here coming into this last fight. We got a Blade. I know Jester will get that pulse bomb by the time the fight starts. And we have a Kitsune into a Monkey ult. That's it. It's looking really good for the side of Western here. Gonna slowly take this space. Monkey's looking to play aggressive. They know it's last fight. Big Blade. Forcing a lot out of that Brig. 1 HP. Nice. Juno next. Just missed her. We are flipping, though. Everyone plays on point together. It's looking good here. Even on support backlines. This fight is even. We play in kit. We take out this Juno. 1 HP. Nice. From the side. We're down. Kiriko. They still have no heals to big pulse bomb onto the Monkey. Beautiful stuff from the side of Western. Now, one fight territory. No fights. It's just Brig. If she dies here, there's no touch for them. Never seen Mr. Wyatt ISO lose these. Beautiful stuff from the side of Western. Do they get one more on?
They got the ball for the rollout,
No
but they
touch.
don't have it.
From UMD, more like UMD. Beautiful stuff from the side of Western there to get the 3-0 sweep on Sir Avasa.
And that is going to take us to 2-1 right now. Western Michigan going to be taking a solid lead here. I did say earlier that I was predicting a 3-1. I believe this is a best of 5. I don't know that for a fact. If it is a best of 7, I do apologize. But
it is a best of 5.
I believe it's a best of 5.
It's at 7, then it's just a 4-1.
Yeah. But I believe that it is a best of 5, and if it is, that would mean that Western Michigan is on match point.
I'm scared. I said nothing all game because I was just locked in.
I'm very
watching this
excited
gameplay.
to see what we have in the next map, because on that match point with backs against the wall, Bulldogs might be able to pull some interesting stuff out. They might have a pick that's saved. They might have a comp that's saved for, you save for the rainy day. You save it when your back's against the wall. It's something unconventional, something you're not really breaking out a ton so that people don't know to practice against it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see. Apparently, we have a stinky gamer.
I'm completely. I'm reeking right now because I'm just sweating out of absolute fear. Not fear of us doing bad. Just I'm on the edge of my seat. Pure anticipation.
Bronze gamer stuff. You guys get the gist.
Wow,
I have no
okay.
fear here. I am still confident in the Western Michigan 3-1 victory, and we will be right back in just a minute to see the 4th game of that series.
Goodbye.
Oh, we getting the crowd? We getting the crowd? I got a lap. There's more chairs. I got the mic. Want to go in? The camera.
Don't worry about it.
When they win.
Hello and welcome back. We're just like it's growing in here.
I
Yeah,
don't
It's
know
just
why
great
we keep
vibes here tonight. It's
multiplying,
actually
like-
I
just-
don't know either.
I'm sitting on Jay's lap right now.
I got
Asexual
another D if
reproduction.
anyone else wants to come.
It's a
into
good
the
place to be.
casters.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful night here at Western at the Little Theater. The crowd outside is booming right now. Absolutely beautiful environment. Hope to see more of this going forward.
The weather
for
back
club
there is just
and
lovely.
Varsity WMU.
Now you guys get to watch me get bullied by 3 different casters.
3 different J's.
Yeah.
Like you weren't asked for it.
Like you didn't have all
Oh,
of them.
never mind. Sorry.
I said I got another knee.
Four different.
brother. I got another knee, brother.
Just sit them both. I don't know.
One of each.
One
of each.
What do
Ryan,
you want for Christmas?
Ryan, how do you feel Western Club will perform in this last map?
Can I break our PG-13 rule for a second?
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking crush this shit. Let's go!
Yeah.
Broncos country, baby! Let's ride! Woo! Coming into Esperanza, Coliseo? Esperanza? Not sure. We have,
I think that's Coliseo.
Coliseo. I'm a varsity player, by the way, guys. Don't even know my maps. Beautiful. I got
Top
a
500 does
Think
not
about
know
it.
what
Four
map
people
he's on.
here.
He's getting to that age.
Actual old man spotted.
Unkin. I got 1 semester left in me. Next semester, Overwatch 2. Show up, show out for our varsity program in the fall. Should be a great time to watch us perform. We made 5th in playoffs this last semester. Looking to
Monkey.
do.
Now
Get off!
Boo! Evan Simpson, what What are you teaching these people, Evan? Evan Stimson, what are you doing?
Full name Dogs.
Yeah!
We got everybody on
Here
the
we
mains
go.
right
We
now.
got the mains going in. Beautiful stuff here from Western.
Shining back in.
My
on
goat, get the honey
Kira
out.
Go.
We have honey to pour here coming into this last map. Excited for the fights. I'm scooching in on the TV here because I want to see every bit of action here tonight.
A man
It's a
spreading
little
as they
slow
lean over in
start.
anticipation.
Despite getting rid of the glass, it's still one of those maps where you have to wait for someone to make a move. Brilliant move from Jester onto the Tracer, taking them out. Looking at the Juno being 1 HP. Can we finish her off? Are the break packs enough to sustain? They are not. Juno taken down here.
Can I get a
from the side
DPS
of
diff in the
UMD.
chat?
DPS diff.
Can I get a tracer
indeed.
gap?
Tracer gap, indeed, no doubt. Swinging, swiping, and finishing
No, we
off.
keep saying
the
Tracer
Orisa.
Gap, and I think we mean to be saying Jester Gap because not every team is blessed enough to
My
have a Jester
minty.
there.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been the Tracer player for Varsity Western. I don't know how well I'd fare against Jester. His Tracer is beautiful, and it's even more beautiful considering the fact that he doesn't have his own PC to practice on. He can only practice at the arena and at open play on Fridays at Western.
Imagine
little
this
theater.
man with his own PC.
I would like to
I would be a
not
little
imagine that
scared.
because then my spot is gone. I appreciate that though. It is a nice sentiment for my goat Jester here, my mentee,
That's
as
gonna
they've
be-
said in the crowd.
Ooh, that
Beautiful
tracer.
kill onto the brig. Monkey is down, but Juno is one, able to be finished off. Next is Tracer
Everyone's
and Genji
low.
wrapping up the
Nice.
other DPSs. Great job from the side of Western. Just Orisa, does she get one on her way out? Absolutely not. That horse is going trotting. Beautiful
That-
work from the side of Western. Jester, does he get another
Ooh.
one on the way out? He doesn't, but we do get close spawn.
Yep, with Orisa in the glue factory, that is going to be Western Michigan taking the near spawn, getting the butt scratch, and going to be getting a little more push. Let's
Listen-
go, Broncos.
Listen to that crowd. If you guys could hear this, it's really an
It's
experience to have.
insane.
Good 30, 40 people just screaming, let's go Broncos.
And that's a
It's
big bomb.
beautiful.
Starting
Huge
the fight
pulse.
on a brig.
Again, what less can we expect from Jester? They try to pulse Orisa, and we get the beat off, saving everyone, taking down a Juno. They are down ults, they are down players, and we are up space and push.
This
Jester
might
is
be an
aura
extremely
farming
quick
right
game.
now.
I'm sure he's logging in the camera if I had to guess.
Guys, currently actively mewing. He has both hands on his chin right now. He is playing with his mind.
Watching this gameplay, I can tell you I am playing with something. It is really a sight to behold. It is beautiful here from the side of both YY and my mentee. Just gorgeous. And we can't
We got a
forget
Kitsune
to
coming out.
mention player, the one, the only, taking down the brig there is beautiful. Big blade forcing out, deflect, taking out the Genji.
That
We
hazard
get a
swap
full
just getting no
cap
value.
with nothing
Oh
from
my
UMD.
God.
Stop.
Beautiful,
Great.
beautiful,
That's
beautiful. I got a run to make. I got a run to make. We're running now,
Michigan
boys.
takes
I don't know
it.
who else we can hear.
3-1.
We're going to the crowds. We're going to the crowds. We're coming out here.
That was insane.
Here we go, Broncos. Can we get a round of applause for Broncos here tonight, boys? Woo! Jester, my goat. We got some interviews to conduct here. You guys aren't done. Get over here. Evan, would you like to conduct the interviews of your? Oh yes, let's let these beautiful, beautiful players. Great job, great job. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh my mentee, my goat. Boobies. Get up there, birdie. Turn around.
Those are my kids.
Those are your kids?
I raised them so well. Look at my babies
Alrighty,
grow up.
let's get some interviews going. Evan, would you like to conduct interviews on some of your amazing players? No mic for Evan? Let's have some interviews for your players here. You coached them all.
All right. I first want to say thank you so much for everyone coming out. Whether you're my friends or old players or friends of new players, I know like all of you are friends of people, and I appreciate the loud. Whether or not you know anything about Overwatch, you saw your players, and we got the names. Like you saw, we were getting the kills. We kind of rolled them, kind of hilarious. We lost a map for fun. No. But I just want to let you know, one of their casters did join our chat and say, y'all about to get rolled. And I think that's funny because 0% progress on push is embarrassing. Yeah. I do want to say this is my second time with the club team going undefeated in the regular season. Max knows. But Braden was also on that team, and he really stepped up this semester, randomly deciding to actually try out instead of not, like after day one of tryouts. So big shout out to him. He's able to just play Winston, and it was funny. So yeah, what were your thoughts on playing Winston and those guys?
Honestly, I just feel like in general, my Winston has just gotten so much better this semester specifically. Playing it into them, we struggled a little bit, but it was more team-oriented on Numbani, but overall, both the Ram and Winston, I felt pretty good into them.
Yeah. And obviously, since you're like the oldest or most tenured on the Overwatch team,
I can drink.
how much was it a struggle, not struggle, but like to get used to teaching this many new people to the program? Like, I want you guys all to know that like everyone else has not been on the Overwatch team before this year, so you know, we found Matt randomly and got lucky. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Why? I forgot. Sorry. There's so many things going on. Again, we rolled them on push. I didn't expect it. So yeah, what was it like playing with like brand new people practically?
I mean, it was a little bit of a learning curve at first for, I would probably say the first 2 weeks. We were just ironing some things out. But overall, everybody here is just really fucking good. I mean, that's all I gotta say.
Ooh, nice. Awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Braden again. Solid tank. We'll try and get through these. But Matt had tried out. Are you going? Yeah, you're. Whatever. Matt was brand new this semester, and I'm just gonna be frank with it. Since my tenure and going here, since like you're starting the program in 2019, we always joked about a Korean tracer player, and it happened finally. You saw him, what he just did, which was hilarious. But you know, what's it like? Obviously, you were brand new to competitive as a team, and I know you played so much with your friends. So how much was this a shift for you, playing with people like just talking and rapidly, and how loud we were yelling things?
First off, no toxicity. Evan banned me from that, so there's a difference from playing comp, no teabagging. But like, it was really fun. It was more hectic, but it was more organized. I'm more confident in my ability to IGL in games, going back with games. But yeah, it was really fun. Hopefully, I have time next semester play again. No promises, but hopefully I can return. Thank you.
And if you didn't notice, today was a Tracer day. Matt can either play Sojourn or Tracer, not both. Literally, it's happened. I'm not kidding. And like in the semifinals, it was a Sojourn day. We just didn't play. Like I don't know, but I'll take it. Yeah, I don't have any more.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Josh, if you could show the back of your head, please. W.
Go Broncos.
Josh was on the club team last year as a DPS, last semester, and he does a lot of volleyball and stuff. I still kept him on because I thought he brought some value to, you know, just being able to play and be a good, consistent person I can put in on maps. Obviously, we lost the map that he was in, but he still did well. So Josh, what was it like playing at an elevated team from last semester? And like, obviously, you took the step back and being the sub this time. But what did you learn from being the sub, watching, you know, Wyatt play a lot more Genji? But you know,
You gotta basically be like a D1 yapper. That's like all I've really learned, honestly. You just gotta talk like a shitload when you're playing.
Yeah.
And then positioning is also really important. Knowing when to ult, not trying to clip farm all the time.
Yes, do not go for nano blade clip farms. That's the most important thing.
I think you mean dry blade clip farms because that's what I usually do. You know. But yeah, no, it's definitely been a shift. But like I don't know, I'm happy. It's fun. I didn't get my one today, but like. You know, I'll get it back next.
Listen, he
next
didn't
semester.
die in the other playoff games. I want to let you guys know.
Right, that's right.
If you didn't watch those, he maybe died once or just completely rolled them and carried us on the map.
They were kind of ass. Oh wait, my fault.
Thank
my
you
fault.
so
I can't
much,
be toxic.
Josh.
Oh, goodness.
Birdie. Yeah. Wyatt is another person that's been around for a little bit. He's been on, off, moved up to varsity last semester. Came down with us, but I think he took it in stride. I was a little worried he might have not wanted to play after being on varsity, but he took it, and look what happened. We won. It's hilarious. So, Wyatt, what was it like trying out new things this semester, playing with a different thing, and, you know, maybe not, what am I trying to get? What's it like playing with a coherent team that, you know, works around you too?
I honestly don't know. It's weird to be not the, because like on varsity, obviously I was like the bar none like worse. It's weird to be in like a team of like where I actually fit in. Like I'm actually skilled around these people, so it felt nice. I didn't feel like I was getting totally outclassed or totally outclassing anybody. It felt like I was on a team actually.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing.
I'm also happy that Josh was able to learn something. You're welcome.
Yes. Yeah, it's nice to have those things because our comp stays pretty much the same, and we'll get to that more with Tyler.
Who died last round?
No comment.
Awesome. Thank you so much to YY, ISO, whatever his name is now. All right. Tyler here came in on that map 3, and I couldn't see as much as you guys could. I could only see their POVs, but I was watching him climb a lot as Kiriko, but just surviving, because diving Kiriko is literally the only thing you can do. But he took really well, being that sub that came in on key maps we needed to, or get his one there. Again, what was it like, following and watching a lot of Val and just like sitting back and spending a lot more time like doing what I do, which is just watch people?
I guess sitting back, watching it, see how everyone else plays and how I would play into that and learn more from our strategy overall. So.
Yeah, and I guess obviously you're also an officer. What's it like being an officer of your own thing, dealing with me? It's weird, but like,
And, being club officer of esports at WMU and playing on the team is both great because I get to see both sides of production and being on a team, as well as putting a lot of my time towards this and making everything happen and doing my best.
Yeah. Shout out to Raider. Woo. All right. A man of many names and many headaches of mine over the semester. Oscar was on the academy team last semester. He moved up. He only came up to one tryout day, and I didn't know how he did, so that's why he was on academy. But he quickly moved up. I needed a Lucio player, and he learned it. He didn't Ajax today. Did you? Once? Once? He did it twice in one map in warm-ups, so that happened. But he still did really well. He learned a key character that every person needs to learn, and he did make varsity after these weird tryouts that happened. So congrats to him. I say headaches because basically in January on his main account, he got banned for a month for saying meow a lot. I'm not kidding. He got banned for a month. We had to get him a second account. His name was B008135. So
Rest in peace,
is it
movies.
appropriate? No, but we had to use that one in his main account to actually compete. That was his main, plain and simple. He didn't really play on his main or his gum account, but it worked out. And then his name got changed by the Blizzard admins, and we had to deal with that. And that's why he was player in the game. You saw him. But I'm doing a lot of yapping. But Oscar, what's it like moving up, learning a new character, and fitting into this role of the main support? Just a lot of yapping.
I think it's really cool. I feel very important. I ever since I was little. I kind of dreamed of being in esports and playing games. So this is very cool and surreal for me, and I love it, and I love this whole team.
Yeah. Obviously, Lucio has been vital to the team, or the meta since Overwatch started, so having someone learn it was extremely vital. So big appreciation to you. Hopefully no other better Lucio shows up to take varsity from you, but if not, you'll have a place on club, obviously. So yeah, once again, shout out to Player. Last but not least, Val. Val is a Valorant player. That's not what her name stands for, but it's funny. She had been assistant coach and played on varsity and club-related things and all sorts of Valorant stuff, but did pick up Overwatch in the last year. I saw value in it. Didn't know if she actually wanted to play. She came out of tryouts, and she said she actually wanted to commit to it, and it worked out in the end. A lot of Kiriko, but she's good for a reason. So what's it like? What's the difference between Valorant and Overwatch, specifically playing on like the club-related teams, and why are we so much better?
I think the difference is that there was a lot of talking in Valorant, and there was a lot of AFK. And so I felt very inclined to move to Overwatch because it was faster pace. I felt like Overwatch was definitely more coordinated than Valorant. I feel like sometimes you have to pick it up with your aim. And if you don't, it's just kind of hard. Overwatch is just very ability-based. I'm not saying Valorant isn't, but it just felt a lot easier, especially coordinated.
Yeah. So, yeah, Val really stepped up. Every one of these people on this team did really well, and I can't believe how well we did this whole year. Just including the fall and the development we had into the spring here. I didn't anticipate winning it all, obviously. Oh, 11-0. Yeah. So, yeah. We only had one scare. There was one map 5 we had to worry about, but we don't talk about that. What? You play Hanzo, yes. So, yeah. Again, thank you so much. Or one more shout out to Val. Again, sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. Lastly, I've enjoyed myself. I did move to Illinois in November, so I've been remote casting here. So myself, Ryan Pops, who I live with, has been coaching the academy team and helping me out with a lot of things.
Hello.
And of course, we traveled with Kevin Kiefer, a former varsity player, and he brought a pizza oven. It was funny. We drove up today in the morning to be here in person. It was worth it, honestly. To be here for this match. So anything you want to say, Pops?
No. We did great, guys. Good season. I'll see you next semester. Let's get this shit.
All right. Yeah. No. Lastly, I want to give a big shout out to Noah. He made sure that we got this arena. It was necessary because some of these people don't have working PCs or one at all. Or play in the conference room of their dorm when a dorm meeting happens, which was funny. But having this space is awesome, and we were able to have it. Big shout out to all of you showing up. Big shout out to production and Chippy for helping with this face cam stuff, even though he wasn't supposed to. Big shout out to, I guess, the casters and Jason, the former varsity coach, I guess, for doing the spectating, all that moving around you saw. If it was bad, let me know. I will scold him for it. But yeah, Jay's doing Jay things. But thank you so much for showing up. This is the last official thing for anything, I think. Going into the summer, there's summer camps. If you have any kids or any kids you know that want to sign up for that, it's a fun time to learn just working as a team and all that kind of stuff. The info's on the website. It's for high school and middle school students, but if you're interested. Otherwise we have fall semester tryouts happening around Bronco Bash, and everything kicks off again. League of Legends, please try out for League of Legends. We need a team. So yeah, thank you again, and we'll see you in the fall.